It's your boy Boss Show Me. Obviously bringing you another one. This one is probably one of the most important ones for sure. Real talk. So this stream is brought to you by Sleeper app. Go for a Hail Mary on Sleeper picks and win up to 100 times your money. The promo code BCS and Sleeper will 100% match your first deposit up to $100 instantly. So, getting right to the point. Like my thumbnail said, I'm not playing, I'm not exaggerating. Brian was betrayed. He was. And a promise wasn't clearly kept. So let me catch you up. Obviously, it came out yesterday. We've been saying this for a while. You've been hearing this on this channel, that Brian has a type. He prefers bigger backs, right? Specifically, a back that's about 5'10". At the minimum, they could be about 210 and up. Okay, that's what he prefers. All right, this is him talking about it, and they literally asked him why Williams. Listen.
Hard to find.
With Javonte Williams, when he was free agent over the offseason, what about his time in Denver, and specifically last year, wasn't his best season in Denver? What did you guys see that made you guys want to target him free agent?
Yeah, it even wasn't his best season. What made you target him?
I mean, just the suddenness, the ability to jump cut, the way he would run through contact, yards after contact to me is a big thing for running backs. I like big backs.
How did he listen to that?
Running backs. I like big backs.
Not that part, the part before that. Listen.
The ability to jump cut, the way he would run through contact.
The way that he would run through contact. So if you're looking for a trait and you trying to say what trait, he's looking for that back that can run through contact. So if I'm looking at film of another back, I need to consistently see that to know that style fits what he is looking for.
Yards after contact to me is a big thing for running backs. I like big backs, I really do. I think it's that type of league right now with how everything is.
And that's why he said he liked big backs.
Played and physical, and but you do see a guy that creates explosives, and I think why does he do that? Because he doesn't hesitate, and it jumped off the film, it wasn't, again, something that they felt like, but we knew it was something that we wanted to add to our team.
Patrick.
I caught it. Yeah. I actually started to sing the rap song. I got it. Yeah, Sir Mix-a-Lot. I like big backs. I like big backs. Big backs.
Yeah. He really does like big backs. And that's why we've been saying on this channel, don't put mayonnaise on my burger. If I say I don't want mayonnaise and I say, hey, I prefer not to have mayonnaise, don't put that on my burger. Now,
I like big backs.
See, what I'm going to show you on this video is that they actually know better. I ain't show that on no other videos. I'm going to show you on this video that they know better. So just listen to this. Listen to this. This is Will McClay. Remember, they extended Will McClay. Okay? So this is when they extended Will McClay. Listen.
I think that's the greatest part, is being aligned from top down, and that's one of the commitments that we all made sitting in there about what we're
He said that's the thing, being aligned from what? Top down.
going to do and how we're going to do it. It starts with ownership coming down, but Shotty's got a plan,
Shotty's got a plan, got a vision.
We're going to support that, and
we're going to support that. So wait. So let's ask this question. Do they supposed to be aligning to them and what they want, or do they supposed to be aligning to what he wants? What was the promise they said? Listen.
I think that's the greatest part, is being aligned from top down, and that's one of the commitments that.
This was at the Senior Bowl. So this was before they start getting the free agents. This is before they start drafting.
we all made sitting in there about what we're going to do and how we're going to do it.
Yeah, this is the commitment they made. They made the commitment to him. Then you got to ask yourself, are they keeping that commitment?
You know, it starts with ownership coming down, but Shotty's got a plan, got a vision. We're going to support that, and then what we'll do is continue to, add good players. I have a great feeling about Shotty, what he's looking for.
You have a great feeling to what he's looking for. But did you draft and build the team based on what he's looking for?
He's going to communicate. He's going to over-communicate.
Shit, he said he liked big backs. We all knew he liked big backs. You can...
Going to ask his staff to do that, and they're going to over-communicate with us, and we're going to over-communicate with them. That's how we're going to get it done the first year. We'll continue to grow and get better at it.
So that's proof that he knew better. Let's see if Stephen Jones knew better.
McClay, what went into that, and how excited are you guys to have him again for the long term?
Well, first of all, we think Will's one of the best in the business in terms of, running, helping us, Jerry and I, work through our personnel. And, I think we've consistently year in and year out, and, I think staffed with the best personnel in the league, and certainly Will has a huge part of that in terms of getting his staff, whether it be the college, the pro, how he goes about it. I think he works hand in hand with whoever the coach is.
He works hand in hand with whoever the coach is.
Obviously, he's worked with several coaches in his day, from the Jason Garrett's to the Mike McCarthy's, and now Schottenheimer. But one of the keys is.
Let me hear what one of the keys is. I want to really hear this, because you said this is one of the keys. So I want to lock into what you're getting ready to say.
To know, what it's all about. What kind of players are we looking for to be Dallas Cowboys?
What kind of players are we looking for?
And it's so important to know. Hey, what should the play style be?
What should the play style be?
What kind of traits are you looking for in those?
What kind of traits are you looking for, coach?
Players, and I think he does an outstanding job of really, at the end of the day, really coming up, with a consensus of what we should have on our football team, and to get him back and have him signed up long term makes.
See, remember that was right when they re-signed Will McClay. So listen, that's why I say I go by Boss Show Me, man. So let me just ask y'all a question. What if they just took their own advice and kept their promise to be aligned from top to bottom? What if they just did that? Brian wouldn't be out here saying I like big backs, would he? Your coaches like big backs, but it was Will who drafted Blue. Likely because of Steven. Please align like y'all promise. And see, we debating this. It's people that got different opinions on this, and that's okay. It's nothing wrong with having different opinions, right? But if you look around, I got the very article, if you need to check the reference, where Will McClay on this article, you can look it up for yourself, literally was the one who picked Blue. And I highlighted it for everybody. Cowboys Vice President of Player Personnel, Will McClay, I highlighted it, banged the table for almost a week before the draft began. So that mean they already was pre-targeting Blue, despite knowing their coach liked big backs. The draft began because of Blue's 4.38 second speed. McClay used the adjective explosive 5 times when explaining, I put an arrow, his selection back in April. So who made the pick? Who made the pick? Huh? And see, a lot of people, they don't really understand physicality. They don't understand it. Because in their mind, he fast. You got to put him out there. He fast. Put him out there. Listen, y'all. The whole design of having a physical offense is to wear down a defense. It's to hit you with body blows over and over and over. So you got to look at it like this. This is the perfect way I figured out how to explain it. If you hitting somebody in the body, is it better to jab the body, hit it with a hook, or hit it with some uppercuts? Which one would you rather? If you're trying to wear down somebody, you hitting them, which one? Which one is go wear them down? Hitting them with a jab or hitting them with hooks? Which one is go wear them down? So every time you hit them with a blue jab, you taking away that opportunity to establish that body blow. And that's what a lot of people not understanding. They trying to force. This is why it's literally 37 years of history of this style that I covered on this channel. Not just him, Brian Schottenheimer, his daddy. And you won't find no contradictions on what I'm saying. You won't find it. And on top of that, I looked at every year and the amount of reps. Brian Schottenheimer and his daddy don't like mayonnaise on his burger. They like physicality. Yeah. The problem is, and I'm just being all the way honest with y'all, they not keeping their promise. They not trusting the guy who leading the number one offense. That's what's happening. They're smarter than Brian, and the fans are smarter than Brian. Brian is telling y'all, I know what I like. I know what style I prefer, and I have a vision for this. See, this is the thing. Brian believes in alignment. He believes in alignment. When he picked all of his staff, he picked them based on alignment. That's what he did. He didn't know Clayton Adams. He didn't know his offensive line coach. He didn't. But he looked at the film. He looked at the style. He interviewed them, and he made sure they was aligned. So when you seeing Williams getting off the way that he is, it's because Williams fit Brian's vision. So he picked guys that had a run game identity. He picked guys that had a trench identity, and he picked guys that had a violent identity. And what we did is we supplanted that with finesse identity. That's what happened. And a lot of people trying to force it on Brian, even though he's clearly fighting back, and even though they clearly did not keep their commitment that they made. And I don't even think it's Will McClay, because I know Will McClay know better. He's a former coach. He knows better than that. He knows better than that. When I look at the body language, even when the pick was made, when you look at the blue pick, you can look at the body language. You can see who was really behind that pick. You can really see who want this. See, y'all got to make sure we're not getting played right now, because see, fans like to see speed. We like to see home runs. No, it's not just about home runs. It's about, look, Will, shake my hand. Will, shake my hand. Will ain't even hardly paying attention. The pick in, and he over here on the phone or something. He begging to shake his hand. That's our pick, Will. That's your pick, likely. Because I guarantee you Will know better than that. He was a former head coach for the Dallas Desperados. He know about being aligned. But sometimes when you like, shit, I'm going to go with what my boss say. Because it's job security. Yeah. So Will know better than this, bro. And Steve and I showed you the clips to where they said it's about going with the fit from what your coach say. But did they do it? No, they ain't do it. So listen, man, in my opinion, it's best that we get behind the identity of our head coach. He has a vision. He's been right. He's the one that's been right. He was the one that was lobbying for Pickens. Him and Jerry. It wasn't Steven on that.
How were you guys able to get this deal done to acquire George Pickens? I think even after the draft had concluded, all of us are looking at your roster saying, man, they need to get another player opposite of CeeDee Lamb to sort of complete the offense, and you guys were able to get it done this week.
Yeah, all credit to Jerry and Shotty for pushing it and making sure we stayed on top of it. To Jerry and Shotty for pushing it and making sure we stayed on top of it. To Jerry and Shotty for pushing it and making sure we stayed on top of it. To Jerry and Shotty for pushing it and making sure we stayed on top of it.
Steven didn't have nothing to do with that. He had what y'all seeing with Pickens had nothing to do with Steven. The person that was behind that was literally Brian and Jerry. So let's get behind the vision.
What do you want your offensive identity to be?
Physical. Again.
Yeah. What do you want your identity to be? Physical? Huh? What you want it to be? Physical? Yeah. So what do we go do? Are we go ignore it? Or we go force it? Or we go be smarter than him? Or we go be baby Stephen Joneses to where, because let me show y'all, man, because this debate is going around. So, like, my boy G, got respect for him. I ain't got no problem with differences. He says Shotty can like what he likes, but he doesn't run a franchise. Brian Broaddus made a good point on the radio today. He said the one thing that messes up a team is a coach who tries to influence all of the personnel moves in the draft. Paraphrasing. It is the coach's job to work with the personnel, the GM, and the scouts draft. Brian does not get to disregard Blue because of his preference. Well, again,
I think that's the greatest part, is being aligned from top down, and that's one of the commitments that we all made sitting in there about what we're going to do and how we're going to do it.
They made the commitment to him, not the other way around. They made the commitment to him. He said that's the commitment that they all made together. So you don't make a commitment like this and say, we're going to align to your vision, and then when it's time to align, I'm going to bring you what I want to bring you and just eat it.
You know, it starts with ownership coming down, but Shotty's got a plan, got a vision. We're going to support that, and then what we'll do is...
Yeah. He has a vision. We're going to support that. Huh? But are they supporting that? Or are they betraying him? Before the trade deadline, if they don't give him a RB1 duo that supports it, it was all talk.
Just continue to, add good players. I have a great feeling about Shotty, what he's looking for.
Really?
He's going to communicate. He's going to over-communicate.
I'm certain he did. I'm certain he communicated with you. I'm certain. 37 years of having the same types. I'm certain he told you what he liked.
And they're going to over-communicate with us, and we're going to over-communicate with them. That's how we're going to get it done the first year, and we'll continue to grow and get better at it.
You ain't do it, though. You ain't do it. This is betrayal. So for everybody that is, I like Shotty. No, you don't. You don't like Shotty. If you forcing Blue on him, you don't like him. You just talking. So this is the thing. They picked him, man. So what they need to do is they need to get him an RB duo that completes his physical identity. Still use Blue, but not as RB2. RB3, yes, that's how you use Blue. But he should not be the main two duo. You do not ask him to go to the body with jabs. And this is the thing. Cowboys' interest has to be first. It can't be about trying to be right. It can't be about your favorite, what you want to see. And I said this, even if we suffer, subs, likes, ambition, money, nor fame will never come from what is best from winning it all. And winning it all, if we trying to win it all, we need to get behind Brian.
And what about running back by committee? Are we going to see that again next year?
That all depends.
See? It all depends. So let's get him what he needs. So the best way to lobby for this is to get on that X and make it trend to let Shotty cook. That's the number one thing we need to do. Get behind Shotty before this trade deadline and do our best to pressure front office to keep their promise. Because they the one who said they was going to be aligned. And they the ones not aligned. It's your boy Boss Show Me. Like and subscribe to this channel for real, authentic truth and content that's trying to win a championship and not trying to pander to you. I'm out.